Chris Larson from CrossbowExpert.com. I'm with Kyle Eggerty from Excalibur. We've got the new Excalibur Assassin, and this crossbow has a trigger that's very different from everything else that you guys have. Can you tell us about the trigger in this?
Sure, Chris. We've got two components to the Pro Shot trigger. We've got a sliding component that's traveling down the main frame and capturing the bowstring, and we've got a rear fixed component, a bullpup linkage. Now, when I squeeze the trigger, the bullpup linkage moves the carriage up into the bottom of the sear that's in the moving component. That's our first stage. When we take that up, 1 pound spring, we've got them contacting each other, then we hit a wall. Then we get a 3 pound buildup in our finger, and then that trigger's gonna break.
Yeah, so it's a true two-stage trigger. And we've seen some people come out with two-stage triggers that just frankly didn't feel like a two-stage trigger. But this crossbow does, and I was almost alarmed by it when I shot it. I'm like, no, I mean, it feels like a two-stage trigger. So
it's really nice.
It's a really cool trigger.
Yeah.
So. Why don't you show us how it works, Kyle, how everything works in this crossbow and how that trigger works. I think we can kind of show your finger, and obviously the only way to really know is to pull it, but if we can demonstrate that for the people, I think it'd be really cool.
For sure, I'll walk you through it, Chris. I'm just gonna cock the bow for it.
So it's almost effortless, and it's totally silent.
That's right, and I can stop anywhere along the way I want, readjust my grip on the handle, and keep cranking at any time. So I'm gonna crank it to the click. I've got that fully cocked right now. I'm gonna just take that tension. There's no weight on that handle anymore. So you can actually feel the first stage. I've got the bow in safe. The first stage, you can feel it there and just see where I've got that 1 pound, and the trigger's always returning to the zero position by that 1 pound spring. So then I can go ahead, I can load an arrow. Thank you. And I'll just slide my blue safety knob to the fire position. And this is, I find it, for accuracy, I can really find that back wall, and then I can really cover that target and just squeeze that last little 3 pounds out and get a clean break. Just like that.
Yeah, so pretty amazing trigger. And for those of you that are looking for a premium crossbow with that incredible trigger in it, I don't think you can get a trigger in a crossbow much better than this one. So Kyle actually designed it. Great work. I mean, it is very impressive, and I think when you shoot this crossbow, you'll definitely see it. So
for sure.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks, Chris.
Check out the Excalibur Assassin at CrossbowExpert.com.